I am Revati, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, Erode Secondary Engineering College. I welcome you all for the session. And in this session, I'm going to explain about Playfair Cipher. And this topic comes under classical technique. Actually, this classical techniques can be classified into two types. One is substitution technique and next one is transposition technique. So here, this Playfair Cipher comes under substitution technique. Let me see one by one. Playfair cipher is also called as Playfair square or Playfair Wheatstone. The reason behind this name is actually this Playfair cipher was created by Charles Wheatstone in the year of 1854. But it is named after Lord Playfair to promote the use of it. And this Playfair cipher approach encrypts pair of letters rather than single letters. And this Playfair cipher is more difficult to break because the frequency analysis, which is used for basic substitution ciphers, does not apply to it. And next one is let us consider an example here. So here we are going to consider this hello world as a plain text, and the keyword is security. And first we have to follow the rules for pairing the given plain text. After following all the rules, we have received this word as an output. So here HELLOWO or LD. Actually, this is what the plain text. Here we are having LL, that which are duplicated letters. So that we have to split this LL with X, right? So we are going to split this duplicated letter, that is LL, with by inserting X, right? And after inserting X, we have to write this LX and LOWO or L and D. After this D, actually this D is in single letter, but what the rule is, we have to pair it. So here for to make this D as a pair, we have to insert the letter X here. Now this is also a pair, right? So after pairing all the letters, we have to do the encryption process. So for this, we have to consider pair one by one. We are going to consider the pairs one by one, and by considering these pairs, we have to look into this key square, right? So what is the first pair is HE, okay? Okay. So first pair is H and E, right? So H is here and E is here, right? Actually, both in this pair, both the letters are in different row and different column. Okay. So that we have to follow the case number 3. That is rule number 3. Okay. So here we have to form a rectangle and we have to find the letter which is appearing at the corner of the rectangle, right? For this H, we are having F. Okay. And for this E, we are having U. Now we have to replace this HE by F and U. So that here we are going to replace this HE by FU, right? So this is how we are going to convert this plain text into cipher text, right? Okay. So next one, that is we have to consider next pair, right? So what is the next pair here? L and X. Okay. So we have to found L. So L is here and X is here. So here also we are going to follow the case number 3. That is rule number 3. So both the letters are appearing in different rows and columns, and also it is forming some rectangle. So we have to identify the letters which are appearing at the corner of the rectangle, right? So here instead of L, we have to write O. Okay, and instead of X, we have to write Q. So this LX is replaced by O and Q. Alright. So this is how we are going to convert this plain text into ciphertext, right? And here the next pair is L and O. Okay. Yes, L and O. So we have to found where this L and O is appearing, right? So L is here and O is here, right? Here we have to follow the rule number 1 because both the letters of this pair is appearing in same row. So that we have to write the next letter which is appearing to the given letter. Okay, for this L we have to write M. Okay, and for this O, instead of O, we have to replace this O by P. Right? So instead of L and O, we are going to replace this L and O with M and P. So we have to follow the rule number 1. Okay? Yes. Then next, we have to consider the next pair, that is W and O. So this one, W and O. Right? So here W is here and O is here. So here also it is forming a rectangle, right? Like this. Okay. So here what we have to do is we have to follow the rule number 3. So that we have to find the elements, that is we have to find the letters which are appearing at the corner of the rectangle, right? So instead of W, we have to replace this W with X, right? And instead of O, we have to write N. Okay. So this WO is replaced with X and N, right? Okay. So then next we have to consider next pair, that is R and L, right? Yes, R and L. So for this R and L, we have to find where this R and L is appearing, right? R and L. So R is where it is? Yes, here. R and L. So this pair is also appearing in different rows and different column, right? So for this we have to found the rectangle and we have to replace the letters with the letters which are appearing at the corner of the rectangle. So R and L. So instead of R, we have to write S. Okay. And instead of L, we have to write P. Okay. So this RL is replaced by S and P. Got it? Yes. And what is the next pair? Sorry, what is the next pair? D and X, right? D and X. So where is D here? Here. That is here, right? D and X. So in this pair also, both the letters are appearing different rows and columns. Again, we have to follow the case number 3, that is different rows and columns. So here this D is replaced with H and this X is replaced with Q. So instead of DX, we have to write it as H and Q, right? So after encryption, this is what we have received this as a ciphertext. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is the decryption process. Here also for the decryption process, we are having a ciphertext and key square. So as like encryption process, we have to draw this key square. So with the help of keyword, that is here the keyword is security, right? So first we have to write this keyword security. So while writing this keyword, we have to avoid the repeated letters. Okay, we have to avoid the duplicated letters. So after writing this, we have to write the alphabet starts from A. So while writing this alphabets, we have to skip the letters which are repeated in the keyword, right? So, and one more point also here to note. So here this I and J can be used alternatively, right? So instead of I, we can write J also. Okay, both the letters are having same meaning, right? And next one is decryption rule. So here also we are having some decryption rule. That is not a separate rule. Just we are going to reverse the encryption rule. That's all. And for this process, we are having again we have to follow the rules, that three rules, right? So here we are having ciphertext which is transferred through the network. Actually, this is what the output of encryption. And for this ciphertext, we have to convert this ciphertext into plain text. So for this, the first step is drawing this, that is building this key square, and we have to follow the decryption process. So this is what the ciphertext, and for each pair, we have to found the uh, what is that? Plain text, right? Sorry. So here we have to consider this first pair, that is FU. So F is here and U is here. So here also we have to follow those three rules. That is, if the pair, if the letters of that pair appears in same row, this comes under rule number one. And if the pair elements appears in column, in the sense this comes under second rule. And if both the letters appear in different rows and columns, in the sense we have to form that rectangle, and we have to form the letters at the corners. Okay, so we have to follow the same procedure, right? So here we are having F and U. So for this, we have to replace this F with H, because both the letters are appearing different rows and columns, right? So here also it is forming as a rectangle. Okay, like this. So instead of F, we have to write this H, and instead of U, we have to write E. So this pair, that is F, U, is replaced with H and E. Got it? So this is what decryption process. Okay. And next we have to decrypt O and Q, right? So next we have to consider the next pair, that is O and Q, right? So for this O, here it is, right? O and Q. Okay. So here also we have to follow the rule number 3. So we have to draw the rectangle like this. Okay, we have to found the elements which are at the corner. That is the corner of the rectangle. So what is the first letter here? O. So we have to consider this first. So instead of O, we have to write L. Okay, and instead of Q, we have to write X. Okay, so here we are going to replace this O and Q with L and X, right? Okay. And next pair is MP, right? So we have to found where it is. This is here it is, M and P. Here we have to follow the rule number 1, but in the reverse order, right? Here we have to replace this M with L. Okay, because we have to follow the rule number 1 in reverse order, right? And instead of P, we have to write O. Okay, so this is what rule number 1. If the element appears in the same row, we have to write the previous element. But in encryption, we have to write the next element. Okay, in decryption, we have to do the reverse process, right? So for that, we have to write the previous element. For M, we have to write L. And if it is N, we have to write M. Okay, okay. So here this MP is decrypted to L and O. Okay, so this is what the third pair, right? Okay, next we have to consider this xn. Okay, so we have to find that xn in key square. Okay, so x and n. So here x is here and n is here. So here also we have to follow the rule number 3 in reverse order. So instead of x, we have to write w, and instead of n, we have to write o. Okay, so now xn is replaced with w o. Okay, and for we have to we are going moving to next pair, that is s and p, right? So here s is here and p is here, right? So here also both the letters are appearing different rows and columns. So we have to form a rectangle and we have to form the elements which are at the corners. Okay, for s we are having this r, right? And for p we are having this l. Okay, so we are going to replace this st with r and l. And finally we are having one more pair, that is h and q. So h is here and q is here. Here also both the letters are in different rows and columns, so that we are again we have to follow the rule number 3, which is we have to follow this rectangle, right? So we have to find the elements which are at the corner. So the element, instead of h, we have to write q. Sorry, instead of h, we have to write d. Okay, and instead of q, we have to write x. So after completing all these decryption process, we have got these as result. Okay, and from this word, we have to remove all the x. Okay, so after removing the x, we have received the plain text. That is original plain text here. Okay, this is what the process involved in Playfair Cipher. So that's all. So far, we have seen how to do encryption and decryption in Playfair Cipher. So let me see, let me revise the steps one by one. So first we have seen the introduction and after that we have seen how to draw the key square with the help of some rules. So first we have to write the keyword in that key square without any duplicated letters. So after writing that, it should follow the remaining alphabets without any duplicates. So after writing that, we have to prepare our message. So here we have considered hello world as an example. So for that hello world plain text, we have to pair it. For that pairing process, we have to insert X. For if there is any duplicated letters, we have to insert X. And if suppose if the last letter is ended with odd number, we have to add X to make that particular letter to pair. And after preparing that messages, we have to encrypt the message for each and every pair. So we have to consider first pair, and we have for that encryption we have to follow 3 rules. If both the letters of that pair appears in same row, we have to write the next letter of the each letter. And if both the letters appear in same column, we have to write that letter which is appearing below to that particular letter. Okay, and if both the letters are appearing in different rows and different column, we have to make a rectangle, and we have to found the letters which are appearing at the corner of that rectangle. Right, after following with the help of these 3 rules, we have to encrypt the given message. Okay, and this is what the rules or steps to encrypt the data. After receiving that cipher text, what we have to do is we have to decrypt the data. Okay, for this also we have to build the key square with the help of that keyword and that remaining alphabets. Okay, first we have to write that keyword in that 5 cross 5 square matrix, and after writing that keyword, we have to write the alphabets without any duplicates, right? And we have to, again, here also for decryption we have to consider each pair, and we have to do the reverse process of encryption, right? So after completing all this process, again we will get the plain text. Okay, thank you.